Well, why Miami?
The truth is that the Miami trip was a surprise because it wasn't one of the options I chose. First, I chose England, South Africa, but when I received the email saying, "You have been selected to go to Miami on your mission trip," for me it was a surprise, and I was in shock. Miami? I never chose Miami. So the last option I had was ask God, why Miami?
Porque él quería que yo fuera a Miami.
Sometimes we measure the necessity of what we see. We measure the necessity of what generates in us compassion, of what we see for people, for the precarious situation. And I remember a person said, you are going to a mission trip? And I said, yes, and asked, where are you going? And I said, Miami. And the answer was, wow, why Miami? It's easier to say I'm going to Africa or say I am going to a needed area. So many things are easier when the necessity is there. And I remember that on those moments I was like yes or no, thinking what if I changed my trip, what if they didn't. But God told me you are going to Miami because it wasn't my option, it was God's option. And it came to me that verse that says, don't give by necessity. And in that moment I was like, wow. And God started asking me questions, and one of the questions was, do you think the wealthy people don't have necessities? So I started thinking, there is necessities, and we can't measure the necessities by the material things. The people need to know Jesus. And I started having a conversation with God, and I said, God, that's true. It was an interesting moment where God started changing my mind, and I started getting excited because I could say, I am going to a mission trip to Miami. We are going out to the streets doing evangelism. We're going to places where I don't know if you know that there is a really hard situation with migration. And we're gonna be able to go and share the love of God to those people that maybe immigrated legally or illegally. But God loves them, He's looking for them. We're going to congregations where they're working in the city and be able to bless and able to pray for them. And people that already is working and renew their strength. This is a thrilling trip, and we will be visiting all possible spheres. And I want to encourage you to be a part of this trip with me. Miami is a home to companies, churches, business, so knowing that we're going to Miami and that we're having an impact in that city, knowing that we are having an impact in Latin America, at this moment my trip is practically covered, but my heart is to be able to take seeds, to sow, to believe in what God is doing. And this is what I want to invite you to. That you can be part, that you can join, that if you want to be part, say, you know what, Damaris, I want to plant seed. I also want to be part of what God is going to do there. So if you watch this video, I want to invite you to, one, pray for me and for all the team is going. Two, also, if you want to join, you can contact me and say, I want to sow. So thank you for watching this video. See you in Miami.